Good morning everyone. Welcome to another session of structural analysis. So today we'll start Canny's method. Canny's method is also one of the most important method which is used to calculate moments manually, isn't it? Nowadays we have softwares available, that is StatPro, eTabs, all softwares are available these days. But in the olden days, or not only in olden days, just 10 or 15 years before, we used to calculate moments with the help of Canny's method only. Yes. So Canny's method is also very important, and in this method is also almost linked with the previous moment distribution method. The two steps which we follow in slope deflection method and moment distribution method are completely same in the Canny's method. Okay. So while solving the problem itself, I'll tell you the complete procedure of Canny's method. Okay. So take down the question directly on Canny's method. Okay. So it's very simple method, very quick method to calculate moments. In the first unit, we were having slope deflections equations, isn't it? Equation number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So many equations were there, and we used to solve equation 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So many equations we used to solve. Then only we'll get moments. But now, with simple iterations, we can get the exact value of moments. So write down the question. Analyze the continuous beam shown in figure using Canny's method. Also draw SFD and BMD, that is bending moment diagram. Four meter, 3 meter, and this is also 4 meter. This is I, 2I and 1.5 I. We have a point load of 80 kilonewton at a distance of 1 meter. Then we have a UDL of intensity 50 kilonewton per meter and a central point load of 40 kilonewton at 2 meters. Okay. So now we have to solve this problem with the help of Canny's method, and this is the continuous beam. Okay. So we'll name this beam as A, B, C and D. Okay. Yes, copy down. So now in this beam, we'll first calculate what is the very first step in moment distribution method and slope deflection method. That is calculation of fixed end moments. So I'll write here fixed end moments, that is MFAB. MFAB will be equal to how much? Minus WAB square by L square. What is A? A is 1 and B is 2 now. Total span is 3. So tell me, what is W? W is 80. Minus 80 into 1 into 2 square whole divided by 3 square. Tell me this value.
35.5.
Minus 35.55 kilonewton meter. Right. Similarly, MFVA is equal to plus WA square B by L square is equal to 80 into 1 square into 2 whole divided by 3 square. Tell me this value. 160 divided by 9.
17.7.
17.77 kilonewton meter. Next, MF BC is equal to minus WL square by 12 for UDL, isn't it? So minus W is how much? 50 into 4 square divided by 12 is how much?
66 -66.66.
Minus 66.66 kilonewton meter. And MF CB is equal to same plus WL square by 12, which is equal to plus 66.66 kilonewton meter. Next we have MF CD, isn't it? What is that? Minus
40.
WL by 8, isn't it? So minus 40 into 4 whole divided by 8 is how much? Minus 20 kilonewton meter. And MF DC is equal to plus 20 kilonewton meter. WL by 8. That's it. So we have calculated all the fixed end moments for this beam, isn't it? We will be having fixed end moments. One moment will go in anti-clockwise direction, another moment will go in clockwise direction. So all these moments we have calculated. What is the next step in moment distribution method? We used to calculate distribution factor, isn't it? We used to calculate, after calculation of fixed end moments, we generally go for distribution factor. In this problem or in this method, we calculate rotation factor instead of distribution factor. Okay, the table will be same, only one addition will be there in the table. Okay, copy down. Will be in this method, the very next step will be rotation factor. Okay, what will be the next step? Rotation So we all know what is distribution factor. The same table will be for rotation factor. That is, first is joint member, then relative stiffness, then total relative stiffness, then distribution factor, then we have rotation factor. One extra column will be added in Canny's method, whereas this was not there in the previous method, right? So what is joint? How many joints we have? See here, joint is said to be that point where two or more members get connected. See here, this is AB is one member, BC is another member, CD is another member. So which point? At point B, there are two members connecting. So B is one joint and C is another joint. What about D and A? Because at this point only one member is connected, not two members. So that is why it is not a joint, it is just a point. Okay. So at joint B and C, we have two joints, that is B and C. So I'll write here first B. So how many members are connected to joint B? Two members, that is BA and BC, right? So before that I'll draw the table first. It will be easy for us to understand. Okay. Relative stiffness is denoted by K. Total relative stiffness is sigma K. Distribution factor is K by sigma K, and rotation factor is minus 1 by 2 into distribution factor. Minus 1 by 2 into distribution factor. Just one add-on. Okay. So relative stiffness for BA. See here, from B, if you see from B to A, we have a fixed support. So what will be the relative stiffness of that particular joint or member? Will be I by L. Okay, I by L. So what is I for member AB? 1.5 I. So is equal to 1.5 I whole divided by what is L? 3 for AB or BA, right? So tell me 1.5 divided by 3? 0.5 I. Okay. Similarly, if you see from B to C, we have simply support or hinge support, isn't it? Beyond that, we have one more support. So what will be? It is a fixed support. So relative stiffness for member BC will be again I by L. So for BC, I is 2I by 4, which is equal to how much? 0.5 I. Okay. So total relative stiffness is nothing but 0.5 I divided plus 0.5 I. How much? 1, right? So that is I. Am I right or wrong? Yes. Now what is distribution factor? K by sigma K. So 0.5 divided by 1 is 0.5. I and I will get cancelled. So only 0.5 will be remaining. Similarly, here also 0.5. Alright. Now here, if you see here, what is the formula for rotation factor? It is half of distribution factor. So what will happen here? Minus 0.25. Here also minus 0.25. Okay. Able to follow? Right? In the moment distribution method, what we do, we used to multiply this one and we used to minus whatever the value we used to get. What we do? Suppose for example plus 31. So what we do? We used to change the sign, isn't it? So the same thing we'll be doing here. So instead of changing the sign over there, what this person has did? He added one more column and made it minus 1 by 2 or 0.5 distribution factor. Now we'll go for joint C. So joint C is connecting how many members? That is CB and CD. Now you see from C to B. From C to B we have hinge support. Beyond that we have one more support. That is fixed support. So what will happen there? I by L. I by L, which is equal to
2I by 4.
same 2I by 4, which is equal to 0.5 I. Alright. Next CD. We have fixed support again. So it will be I by L. So what is I there? I by 4, which is equal to 0.25 I. Now you add these two terms, you will get 0.75 I. Now 0.5 divided by 0.75. 0.66. 0.66. I and I will get cancelled, only the value will be remaining over there. Again 0.25 divided by 0.33. 0.33. Now rotation factor is half of this one but in opposite sign, that is minus 0.33 0.166. Okay, so we got all the rotation factors for this beam with the help of distribution factor. In moment distribution method, this was the last step for distribution factor. We have added one more column here. Okay, copy down. We'll start the calculation of final moments, and the table for Canny's method will look like this. See here. Just one problem, if you understand the concept, if you understand, remaining problems are almost the same. Okay. See here. I'll draw the beam here, a small beam. The same beam I am drawing here. So this is point A, this is point D, right? D. Then we have joint B and another joint, that is C. Okay. And what are the fixed end moments we got? What are the fixed end moments we got for AB, BA, BC, all those values? Yes, fixed end moment for what is MFAB? Minus 35.55. What about MFBA? 17.77. Yes. What about MFBC? Minus 66.66. Next, what about MFCB? Plus 66.66. Plus 66.66. What about this one? Minus 20 and plus 20. So, what are these values? These values are fixed end moments. Okay. Now, what is the rotation contribution for member BA?
Minus 0.25.
Minus 0.25. Below it I am writing here. Okay. Minus 0.25. Okay. Next, what is the rotation contribution for BC we got? Rotation contribution for BC? Minus 0.25. Minus 0.25. Okay, below this I am writing minus 0.25. Okay, I am leaving small space here. Okay, next, what is the rotation contribution for CB we got? Minus 0.33. What is the rotation contribution for 0.166. Okay, yes. So do we have any rotation contribution for D member? No, right? Because these are not joints. These are not joints. These are not joints. Okay. Now, in the next step, what is this? These are all fixed end moments. What is this? These are rotation factors. Okay. Now, add these two values. What we have to do? Add these two values. 17.77 minus 66.66. How much?
48.89.
Minus
48.89.
minus 48.89 minus 89. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll try to create a big figure. So what is this value? Minus 0.25. Then minus 48.89, and then
0.25.
0.25. See here. Is it clear?
Yes.
What is this rotation factor for BA? Rotation factor for
BC.
BC. Similarly, add these two values and tell me this. 46.66, 40, 46.66. Okay. Till here, any doubts? What we have done so far? We have written all the fixed end moments. Then after that, rotation factors for all the respective members. Then, since we have two moments, we have two moments, that is BA and BC, fixed end moments, two moments were there. So what we have done? We have added, and summation of this is 48. If this is minus, 7 minus. If both are plus, add it. Okay. So till here there is no problem, right? So what I am doing now, project this line and this line. Now if you see this one carefully, this entire table is like a game. Okay, all these were mathematicians. Slope deflection, Cannies method, Cannies, and moment distribution method. These two were mathematicians actually. Hardy cross method, moment distribution method is also known as which method? Hardy cross method. Okay. So similarly, Cannies method is also one more method wherein these people were all mathematicians. So they played with the numbers to get the moments. Okay. So see here, what I am doing here. We have fixed support here, 0. Okay. We have fixed support here, 0. Okay. Now see here how we'll get all the fixed end moments in a proper fashion. I want to calculate these two values. I need to calculate what? These two values. So what I will do, I will go back to the previous value. 0. I need to calculate this value. Carefully observe here. Okay. If you understand one step, the entire problem will be over. Okay. I need to calculate these two values. So what I will do to calculate these two values, I will move back. What is the value here? 0. Why I have written 0 there? Because fixed end. Okay. I need to I'm repeating again. I need to calculate these two values. I am moving back to the previous value, that is 0. I will write here 0. Okay. Then what is this value? Minus 48.89. Then if you see here the neighboring support, do we have any value there? No value. So plus 0 into 0.25. Same in moment distribution method what we used to do. Do this one. 0. This is minus 48.89 into minus 0.25. You will get the value in positive sign. What is this value?
49.1.
This value is 40.
9.1.
How you are multiplying this? 12.22. 12.22. Okay. What about this value? Same. Multiply with 0.25. Same, no? 12.22. Okay. Understood this one? Now I have to calculate this value. Don't go in moment distribution method, we used to go like this, right? So now I want to calculate this value, these two values. I need to calculate these two values. To calculate these two values, what I will do? What is the previous value? 12.22. 12.22. Previous value is 12.22 plus 46.66. Then do we have any value here? No, 0. So 12.22 plus 46.66 into 0. Minus 0.33. Tell me that value. Minus 19.43 minus 19.43. Understood? Now the same value you multiply with this rotation factor. How much?
3.22.
Minus or plus? Minus 9 point. Check it once. See, while calculation, use brackets. Use these brackets. Otherwise, it will take in another phase. How much? 9 point? Yes, it is 0.166.
Minus 9.7.
Yes, different people are getting different values. See here, 12.22 plus 46.66 is how much?
47.8.
Huh? 46 plus 12.22 is 47. 58.88 into 0.66.
9.77.
9 point?
77. 9.77. 58 to start.
Yes, this is 58. No, just multiply it with 0.167.
Minus 9.7.
See, don't write. See here, this value is 58.88. No, don't multiply with minus 0.166. Directly multiply. We know plus into minus, right? Multiply with only 0.166.
Yes, sir. 9.7.
9 point. This is 9.77. Right? Yes, you should get same answer. 9.77. Yeah. Now see here, while calculating these values, these two values, we have used this value, isn't it? So since we have used this value, what I'll do now? Just to simply strike off. Okay? Able to follow? Yes. I'll repeat this step once again. If I want to calculate these two values, what I'll do? I'll go back to the previous value. And this value, we do not have this value previously, right? So plus this into rotation factors will give this value. To calculate these two values, what I'll do? I'll go back to the previous one, that is 12.22 plus 46.66 plus 0. Whatever the value you get, you multiply it with respective rotation factors, you will get this value. Okay. Now, again I want to calculate these two values. Okay. Again, I need to calculate these two values since we have 0, 0. So what I will do now? Go back to the previous value, that is 0 minus 48.89. Then we have some value here. What is this value? So 0 minus 48.89 minus 19.43. Tell me the value.
Minus 68.32.
Minus 68.32. Now minus 68.32 into 0.25. 17.08. Yes, is it correct? Yes. Why minus? See, minus into minus, it will become plus, no? 17.08. The same value, you multiply it with this, you will get same value, right? 17.08. So while calculating these two values, we have used this 19.43, isn't it? So what we'll do now? Just a strike off. Now, we need to calculate this value. So what we'll do now? What is the previous value? 17.08 plus 46.66 plus 0. So 17.08, 46.66 into 0.33. Total value is 63.7.
21.03.
Into 0.33.
Minus 21.03.
21 point.
Minus 21.03.
Now the same value should be multiplied with how much? Minus or plus? Minus? Okay. 10.58. Okay. So while calculating these two values, we have used 17.08.
Yes,
Strike off. Okay. Now in the next step again, 0, 0. I'll tell you. See here, I need to calculate again these two values. Go back to the previous value. 0 minus 48.89 minus 21.03. 48.89 minus 21.03. What is the answer? Minus 69.92 into 0.25. 17.48. This value will also be the same, that is 17.48. So while calculating these two values, we have used 21.03. Strike off. Now we have to calculate these two values. So while calculating these two values, go back to the previous value 17.48 plus 46.66 into 0.33 and 0.16. 21 point minus 21.16 minus 10.64. Okay, this one we have used. Okay, next again 0, 0. I need to calculate this value. 0 minus 48.89. Tell me. 17 point. Yes. 17.51. This also will be the same, right? Because the rotation factors are same. 17.51. Now we have used this value, so strike off. Now 17.51 plus 46.66 plus 0 into 0.33. How much? Minus 21.17. Next value? Minus 10.65. If you observe here carefully, the previous value is coming closer to us, right? Right? Am I right or wrong? It was 48.51. Similarly, 21.16, 21.17. 10.64, 10.65. We'll do it once again so that all the values will become same. See, while calculating these two values, we have used this one, we will cancel this one. Now, I need to calculate this value. So, 0 plus minus 48.89 minus 21.17. Huh? 17.51. This is also 17.51. So since we have used this value, we will cancel this one. So this will be again minus 21.17 minus 10.65. 0. Okay. So see here, the previous values are same, isn't it? So we have to do this iterations until we should get the same values. Okay, this is what is actually nothing but your C language. In your C language, you have studied the software. Yes, the loops, for loops, if and only if, right? So until you get the same value, the iterations will be done. So this is what the back of the softwares, the STAAD Pro and your E-tabs will do for each member. They will, the background of that software is that C language. Okay, the entire software of STAAD.Pro and even E-tabs, whatever we do for the calculation of moments, is based on the C language, and that C language, the program is designed in this way only, Canny's method only. Able to understand? This is what they do for the iterations. Okay, so this is not over so far. Still we have one more table for it. Okay, copy down. To the last step of, or last table of this method. So again, what I will do, see here we have point A, B, C and D. So what is the fixed end moment for AB? MF AB 35? Minus 35.55. What about MFBA? 17.77. What about MFBC? Minus 66.66 plus 66.66 minus 20 and plus 20. Okay, these are our fixed end moments. Next we have rotation contribution at near end. What do you mean by near end? Whatever the values we get, that is on these two corners we got 0, right? So 0 and 0. In between we have values, no? What are those values? Minus the last values, no, not that. 17 point plus or minus? 17.51. 17.51 minus 21.1716 on?
17.
Okay, 17
Minus 10.65.
minus 10.65. Whatever the values we got there, those values, the final values which were there was rotation contribution at near end. What are those values? Rotation contribution at near end. Similarly, rotation contribution at far end. Far end is nothing but just take this value and give this value to that. That is 17.51 0 minus 21.17 21.17 17.5. Don't divide it by 2. Okay, in moment distribution method we used to divide it by 2, but not here. This is not moment, final moments. 0 minus 10.65. So our final moment is equal to fixed end moment plus 2 into rotation contribution at near end plus rotation contribution at far end. Okay, this 2 is multiplied only for near end. Okay, so now see here, minus 35.55 plus 2 into 0 plus 17.51 is your final moment. How much? This is 0, no? Minus 18.04. Then see here, 17.77 plus 2 into 17.51. What about this value? Minus 66.66 plus 2 into 17.51. Use brackets in your calculation. Minus again, tell me this value. Yes. Which one? This one? Check it once. Check it. Yes, how much? Okay, 41.83 plus 41.83 minus 20 into 2 into minus 10 into 6.5. Minus, what about this one? 9.35. So this is our final moment, that is MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MDC. Understood? So see here, MBA plus MBC will be almost equal to 0, right? Similarly, MCB plus MCD should be almost equal to 0, right? 0.05 variation. Okay. So this is how we solve the problems of Canny's method for continuous beam. Okay. So next problem we'll be doing with simply supports or hinge support at the corners. Okay. Copy down this one quickly.